Welcome back to Wizard Supercoach. As you can see, I've had another pretty bad week. I've lost rank again. It's happened every week in the buys. I'm losing enthusiasm for the game really quick. It kind of feels like, whatever you got now, you're kind of stuck with unless you've got heaps of trades up your sleeve. But yeah, I don't think the rank's going to change too much on the ride home unless something drastic happens. It's really disappointing because I had my team set up for the buys. I had no more than 5 primos out for each week, and somehow, even if you plan, things go bad, and I don't know why, but yeah, it's gone bad for me. So I'm out to a rank of 12,350 now, which is pretty crap. I don't know why anyone's watching someone with a rank of, that low, but good on you if you are. So yeah, 1,993, which I thought was all right. I thought I was going to at least hold rank or whatever, not lose any, but here we are. So obviously people just did better, but we'll get into the team. So this is how I had it set up on the weekend. So I even looped Clark and McCarthy, which was good, and I thought, not a lot of people would have done that. Maybe I'll make up some points there, but obviously not. So yeah, defense overall was really good. Start with Sinclair, so 109, it's a standard for him. And the 96 from Clark is pretty standard as well, always within 5 points of 100, whatever it is. And then Whitfield 140, so obviously he's gotten back to his plum roll, which we like to see. Hopefully he holds it and Kingsley stops with the experimenting because look, it wasn't working, but it's good to see him back there. So she's a 115. I didn't see this game, but I'm guessing that he just played midfield. More midfield time. Haven't really had time to look into it, to be honest, but yeah, 115, it's good to see that again. I think I said it last week, for all the complaining we've been doing, he's still been going at over 100 average, it's pretty good. Zorko 123, so back to what we expect. He's pretty up and down, just like his teammates Neil and Dunkley, which is quite annoying. But yeah, I don't know what it is with Brisbane. They're up and down as a team. So I don't know. I'm kind of expecting that they'll kick into gear after the buys like they did last year. But who knows? This year's kind of shit, to be honest. So McCarthy 133. So I did watch this game. He was crazy. He had all the kickouts. He had the perfect role. Looks like he's taken Marich's role. It makes you wonder how many guys slip through the cracks and don't get drafted because they're late bloomers or whatever, like McCarthy probably is. But I know it's only one game, but yeah, pretty exciting stuff there. Set the record for the most disposals on debut for a West Coast player. So hopefully he turns into a Michael Barlow type for us, but that's pretty damn rare. But as I said, I looped him because I wasn't happy with Clark's 29, so I thought, what the hell, McCarthy probably can't get too much worse. And yeah, it still didn't help. But yeah, 133 is insane. Now he's got the bye. So yeah, Clark 29, whatever. What's his break even now? 15. He'll be alright. He's playing again tomorrow night. Brayshaw 130. Quite standard for him this year. He's gone that 130 plus quite a few times, I think. And yeah, as a starting pick, I've been stoked with him, given that he was quite cheap. So yeah, look, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of 130s and 150s. So I've VC'd Bont, as you do in previous years. It's been pretty safe. In fact, up until the last 2 weeks, it's been pretty safe. Not good at all with 66. I don't know. I paid, what was he, 630, 640? Got him in 2 weeks ago, and he's given me a nice average of 83 in that time. So thanks a lot. But I know he got tagged and stuff, but usually taggers don't bother Bont at all. I think he got a knock or something, which would have helped the tagger. But the only one I've ever seen actually get a hold of him that I can remember is Durham. And yeah, this was just bizarre. But anyway, I'm sure he'll bounce back this week. He has to. They've got Richmond. If he doesn't, then I don't know. All hope is lost. Dawson 118, which wasn't bad considering shitty conditions and stuff. was expecting a low score because, he has trouble hitting targets at the best of times this year. So you think that the conditions wouldn't have helped with that. But yeah, he was pretty good in the end. So 118, I'll take that. And he's now up to the 110 average. So he's turned into a good pick. The Butters 101, and I watched this game as well. He was all right. He seemed a bit quiet, but I guess to still get a 101 when he seems to be quiet I guess that's what you want out of a player, We know he's got the ceiling, so that's fine. Chera 102. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Like, he's just going to sit, I think, at that 105 average for the rest of the year, thereabouts, between 100 and 105. So he's been a good pick, nice and cheap at the start of the year. And to be honest, I'm just surprised he's played this long without getting injured. So, yeah, can't complain at all about that one. But I can complain about these two, Neil and Dunkley. So, yeah, I know Neil got a 103 this week, so that's not too bad. But Dunkley, oh man. And then, every other week, it's like one is up and the other is down. So I can't just get a week where they both score well. What did Neil get last week? A 92. I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, it looks like Dunkley was playing forward. Now, isn't that why he left the Bulldogs? Because he didn't want to play forward. He was playing... Well, he is a midfielder. Like, obviously, that's where he plays his best. I don't understand why he's getting pushed out of there now. Especially when Brisbane's not doing so well since it's happened. So, yeah, I don't know. Really weird. You think they'd have to get him back in this week, surely. He should feast on Geelong. Like, he's not going to get tagged, and Geelong's midfield is pretty weak on paper anyway. I don't know how. They just seem to get the job done, though. But yeah, Neil and Dunkley, I'm regretting choosing both of them. I just had to be like, I don't really usually pick Dunkley. And he's usually that safe, like 115 or whatever. He's been anything but since I got him. So it's always the way. It seems to be the way with me. Like, players will have a certain trend. They've had it for years. The second I get them, that's it. They turn to shit. Anyway. Johnson 84, so he's going to make us good money. He's already up to 180k, minus 63 break even, so that's really good. I need these guys to start making money, like Clark, Johnson, Keeler, because there's not a hell of a lot else going on. McCarthy, if he keeps like that, I'll just keep him, if he keeps scoring like that. But, Boxall's essentially dead. Campo's dead. Boyd's dead. Daywick's got dropped for tomorrow night's game, so he's essentially dead, and he wasn't scoring anyway. I think he lost money even with the score. And then Pedler, I'll get to that later. The Pedler one pissed me off. But yeah, I need these guys to start making money, so Johnson's doing well for that. Yeah, and that's the slot I want to fill too, the M8, so that I've got that 20-second Primo. Oh, hang on, no, I've already got that. Sorry, I got Long there. I forgot about him on the bench. So yeah, he'll be the last to go. So yeah, I need to get that flex filled because like Pedler and that's not going to cut it. Maybe I can somehow swing McCarthy into there. Anyway, so yeah, Johnson was good. He's been a real saviour for us. So yeah, after the Bont debacle, I thought I'll go safe and I'll captain Cherry. So. What's that? Like a 105 is probably like probably is his lowest score since he come back from being injured. Yeah. Yep, so the run from round 6 onwards, that's his lowest. Had to be the week I captained him. Yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. I thought he'd do better against Jackson, though. Fremantle, though, I don't know, they're pretty good at the moment. Anyway, Cherry should bounce back big time this week. He's up against TDK, so... I don't even think it matters. If they bring Pitto in, I think TDK is still going to tear up. So, whatever. And didn't have an R2 this week. Cameron didn't play. He should do alright, I think, this week against Marshall. So, yeah, the forward line is where all my problems were for this week. So, Smith 114, excellent, but everyone has him. Petrarca 68, so there's the first problem. I expect a lot more from him against Port. I don't know. Some weeks he looks like he's invested, others he doesn't. He had forward time and everything this week, like more than normal. I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to be top 6 in the end. And Bolton, like 78, whatever. Far out. This one's annoying. I didn't even want to pick him. Sounds funny because I did, but like I did pick him, but yeah, I was hoping to make a bit of money, but then other things happened and I couldn't trade him out. So, you know, he still made money for me. He's made, I think, 60k since I picked him up, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really in a position now with only 8 trades to really get rid of him. I'll talk about that later. So Daniel with an 80, well, that's all right. I'm not too worried about Daniel. I think he's got a pretty good floor, but yeah, he won't be top 6, I don't think. Not with McKercher back there now, so he might have to go at some point. Thilthorpe 61, so he's had a couple of quiet weeks, and the shitty thing about key forwards, obviously, and I know people say don't pick key forwards in Supercoach. Yeah, I get that, but yeah, the thing that's affected him here is 2 weeks of really shitty weather. So it's hard for a forward to clunk marks and stuff in the weather. Thilthorpe obviously relies on that a lot. So 58 and a 61. But if you look at the run before that, it's pretty good. Yeah, he's not going to be top 6, but again, like Bolton, I'm kind of stuck with him now, you know. He's at a price where like I can't just go straight to another forward that might be top 6. And then there's Rankin, who just looks completely out of sorts. Nothing to do with the weather with him. He's just, I think he's carrying an injury. He's looked rough for the last probably month or so. I don't even know why he's playing if that's the case. Like, yes, he's making a lot of mistakes and stuff, but the thing that makes me think he's carrying an injury is that he's not got that zip. That's why he's making the mistakes, because he's not able to burst away and get that space, the time and space. So I don't know. See how he goes after the bye, but if he comes back like this, might have to get rid of him because he was going to score like a 60 or whatever. Yeah, he kicked that late goal, but yeah, it's not good. Keeler 48. Oh, that's fine. He'll make some money, I guess. Break even a 7, so he's alright. I can keep him. Hopefully he keeps his spot. He's made 82k. Yeah, I get the feeling Ross is just going to like dump him out the team or something just to piss us off, but no, he should be alright. And yeah, Day Wicks, as I said, he lost money with a 22. Now he's out, so yeah, essentially dead. So Pedler, this one pisses me off because he got subbed out and he was actually doing alright. And when I say alright, he wasn't the worst on the field. So Tex obviously was struggling because of the weather and stuff. But the one that I couldn't believe was Lockie Murphy. So normally I defend Lockie Murphy. Like, he's not as bad as people say. It's definitely the whipping boy of the Crom. They've moved on. Like, the fans have moved on from Rob. I was shocked when Murphy got picked. But then I thought, okay, they brought him in so that a few of the forwards like Keys and Rankin and that can rotate through the middle. So they brought Murphy in for Peatling rather than a straight midfield swap. Made sense to me. I get it. But Murphy did jack shit in that game from what I could see, and Pedler was having more impact. I don't know how Murphy just keeps on getting opportunity after opportunity. Yeah, it's a mystery among Crom fans, but you know, every club's got one, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was really annoying because Pedler now has a break even of 48, so it's going to be slow cash from here, and he's only made 53k. So excellent. That sums up the year. So yeah, that's how the team did. So it was all the forward line did the damage, but I don't know. I thought I would have done better than that. So 1993. Yeah, I expected to hold rank or a slight increase. Yeah, usually the way I work that out is I look at my head-to-heads in my leagues and stuff, and I won the majority, probably like 80% or something this week. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it lies. Whatever. So I'm not going to make any trades this week that I can see so far. Madden's not going to be around long enough to get a cash rise. So I think he plays this week and then he's got the bye next week. And then I assume Briggs is back after that. So I don't know why everyone's rushing to get Madden in, because I don't think he's going to become number one ruck and they're just going to leave Briggs out. So he's not, it's not going to be worth it. He's not going to make enough money. What's he projected to make in like 1 week? Minus 89. What's he been scoring? So, okay, so let's say he goes 80. 80 this week again. And he had what? A minus 89. So you're going to make like, I don't know, like 70k or something in a week. I guess we're that desperate, maybe go for it, but yeah, I'm not confident that he'd hold his spot. Not at all. Not enough to get another game. So yeah, that's about it. Like, yeah, no trades this week. So I guess I'll set the team up for how it's going to be. So McCarthy will go out. That sucks, but Roberts in, Clark can be emergency. Long back in. So Dawson. Oh, and then yeah, Keeler can come on the field. So I might be in trouble this week. This has just gone from bad to worse. So how many have I got? Let's call that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I'm not confident on it any more than 19 because there's no guarantee that Keeler and Pedler are going to hold their spot. Pretty confident Pedler won't after being subbed again. Is there a way that I can get Clark on the field? I can't. That sucks. Anyway, 19 will be fine, I guess. It's best 18 scoring, but I don't know. I'm kind of sick of the best 18 scoring. It takes the fun out of the game. Like, it feels like in those rounds, everything's so congested that you can't really make ground on anything. So, yeah. So going forward, obviously I need to fill that flex spot next. I'm just going to have to wait for the cash to build up. I've got none. I used it all to get Butters. I do feel that this team, though, is better than where it's ranked. I could be wrong. You probably got a different opinion to me. Let me know in the comments, but it actually doesn't look that bad, and it's got potential to go big, but just inconsistency from some of the players, like, you know, Bolton, Thilthorpe, Dunkley, Neil. They're so up and down, and that's what really hurts me, is quite often they're all down at the same time, but never up at the same time, so I can't get those monster scores. So not even worried anymore about like not having Gawn, because he's kind of calmed down a bit as he does in the second half of the year. And Cameron's still doing alright. He's up around that 110 average. But yeah, I don't know. As I said, I feel like I'm kind of just stuck here now. Like, this is what I've got. 8 trades. And I know what's going to happen. If I just decide to, you know, start making sideways trades and shit now, 100% I'm going to cop a bunch of injuries and I'll be copping donuts for the last month or something. But if I hold on to the trades now, the opposite will happen. Like, it's just my luck. So, yeah, as I said, my enthusiasm is really down for this game at the moment. And I've been having a look through the stuff that I did at the start of the year, like a few of the slides and stuff that I did for those research videos. A lot of the stuff, it just doesn't matter. Like, everything can point one way, and it just does not happen. It's like, honestly, it's like just a lottery every year of what's going to happen. Teams are chopping and changing things. You know, like Dunkley, you never thought you'd see him leave the Brisbane midfield, but hey, he's out of there now. Things like Rosie go to half back. Like, where the hell does this shit come from? It's like teams can't settle on anything anymore. They can't, I don't know, they can't play the same thing for a month. Everything just changes so fast now, and it's hard to keep up with in this game. The other thing as well, I think lesson for next year is people say that there's like rules to Supercoach, like, you know, the good old ones of get the rookies off the field first. You never trade your primos, rah rah. I've realised that the people saying that, and I've been guilty of saying it myself, because, you know, that's how I learned to play the game. They're often the first ones to just abandon that and go against those rules. So the lesson for next year is there is no rules. Like, every year is different. Every scenario is different. I think just go for it. Yeah, if it makes sense, I think just do it. If a primo's down, a primo's down. Like, for whatever reason. Like, I'd love to get rid of Nil right now, but because I've been playing this game so long and I'm trapped in that old school train of thought, I kind of can't bring myself to do it. But I know I should, because he's just not there. He's not going to get me to where I want to be. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking myself into it. We'll see. I may end up making trades this week just because I need to do something. Can't just keep losing rank. I don't think I'll drop down too far, because I don't think that this team is... Well, I don't even think it's 12,000 rank worthy, but as I said before, but yeah, it will keep sliding if I don't do something. So hopefully it turns around. Probably a bit of a negative video, but hey, honestly, that's where I'm at. I'm not a pessimist or an optimist or whatever. I'm a realist, and you can't be happy with 3 weeks of shitty rank slides. So yeah, let me know in the comments how your team's going and stuff. At least a lot of the people in the comments, at least their teams are doing well. It actually does make me feel good to know that people watching it and people that got something out of the research did well. But yeah, I've always said, like, I think I'm good at finding the information and stuff, but it's what I do with it. I can't take my own advice, so my rank ends up being pretty average. But yeah, I'll go for I'll just quickly talk about captains, I guess, before I finish up. If you got Luke Jackson, I'd definitely be VCing him this week. He's going against Visentini in his first game. Is it Visentini? Port and Essendon both have one, don't they? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Jackson should maul him, especially with Darcy not playing. No Goldstein either. So yeah, expect a 150 minimum, I reckon. I'll probably say a 170 from Jackson. Should be huge. Yeah, I'm going to go Cherry VC. So he should do well against TDK. He did last year. And I'll back the Bont in. Bugger it. Like, yeah, probably hurt me again, but that's fine. Against Richmond, seriously, if he can't put up a captain score against Richmond, then I don't even know why I'm bothering to play the game anymore. So, like, everything I know is a lie. So yeah, that's the way I'll be running, I think. So what have I got? I'm projected for 2,000. Yeah, we'll see. As if I'll even hit that. Probably it'll be over by Friday night. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys are in a good position. And again, let me know what trades you're going to do. Can already see some interesting ones happening here from traded in from people. But yeah, that's about all I've got. It's been a hard week. Yeah, I won't be doing a trade video, obviously, because I'm not making any, but I guess I'll make a review video on the Sunday. So, yeah, I'll see you in that one.